So how do you check her fundus? I'm going to first do vaginal delivery and then I'm going to do C-section. Please understand that she might be swollen here, there may be ecchymosis, there may even be hemorrhoids. What do? You apply Colpex to her. The first 24 hours you need to apply Colpex. Make sure she has urinated. If she has had epidural, do not allow her to get up for the first 6-8 hours. You need to assist her just in case she falls, because she may not have had her feelings yet. So you have to make sure and check that she's got her feelings back from the epidural before she gets up. Otherwise, you have to assist her. She has to urinate. If she doesn't, your uterus will be deviated to one side because the bladder is full. But there is one thing you need to understand. Even if the bladder is full and it's deviated to one side and the fundus is boggy and she's bleeding, you need to treat the bleeding first before you empty the bladder. Important to do ABCs. Bleeding is important. Circulation is important. So please remember, bleeding is important. So now how do you do it? This is her pubic symphysis bone. Just above the pubic symphysis bone, you firmly put your hand. The reason why you put this hand firmly over there is because if you don't, she can have a uterine prolapse. That means her uterus will prolapse. She had been pregnant for 9 months and she has been stretched. Her fibers have been stretched, so the elasticity is not there. So if you come and do like this, there's a possibility for her to have a prolapse uterus. You do not want prolapse uterus. So to prevent it, you firmly put your hand over here so the uterus does not prolapse. So where is the fundus? You need to look at this umbilicus line. If the person is not pudgy, then and they have normal weight and everything, most likely after delivery, either the fundus will be at the umbilicus, 1 or 2 finger below, if the person is not pudgy. If they are pudgy, sometimes the fundus can be even 4 or 5 fingers above the umbilicus. This is the mark you tell where the fundus is. How do you check your the fundus? You take your 2 fingers and inwardly, you go inwardly and look for the fundus. Look what I'm doing. Do not lift your hand. You go inwardly and look at the fundus. And in this case, the fundus is 1 finger below the umbilicus. This is how you mark it and this is how you chart. The fundus is 1 finger below. As soon as you see it and it's boggy, if it's firm, you don't need to massage. But if it is boggy, you need to cup the fundus like this. So I'm cupping the fundus like this and you massage like this. Watch this. And I will, as I'm massaging, I'm watching how is she bleeding, what is the bleeding like. And if she's bleeding a lot, then I'm concerned. Keep on massaging, never let it go till the fundus is firm. And if she has deviated fundus and she's bleeding and she has bladder is not empty, ask somebody else to go and get a straight catheter and catheter her. Now when you catheter her, please remember that there should be fluid running in her. Not only that, but you also have to remember that you need to get 500 cc at a time. If you remove all 1500 cc at one time, she is going to her heart is not recovered and she'll probably go into some kind of arrest, mostly cardiac arrest. So 500 cc, kink the bladder, you have 10 seconds to let her recover, talk to her and do 500 cc's again. So 500 cc's at a time as you empty it with a straight catheter. There are other things you can do. They have a peri-bottle, which I don't know where it is. I used to have a peri-bottle here. Here's the peri-bottle. This cost a woman $50 in the hospital. Do this, put warm water and run front to back to see if she can pee without doing the catheter. Put her fingers in warm water, run a running water and see if she is able to urinate. If not, then you do the straight catheter because the catheter can introduce germs. You know that. So this is how we do it again. Fundus massaging. You come from the top and from the very top and start inwards like this and find your fundus. And at this moment, hers is at 1 finger below the umbilicus. So you massage her. You massage her like this and look for the bleeding. You teach her at the same time how she can put her hand there and how to find her thing so she can sit here and massage her own fundus. Make sure you teach her. Another thing you need to teach her is not only about the bleeding and telling her to see her doctor if it has gone from pink to clear to red, she needs to see the doctor, but also teach her Kegel exercises. What is Kegel exercises? You need to tell me that when you come to me. You need to know what Kegel exercises. It's basically you're trying not to go for a poop, and you tighten the muscles in this part of the area, and you tighten and hold it for 10 seconds. That's what you tell her. And hold it for 10 seconds and let it go. She has to do it at least 3 times every 2 hours or 3 hours while she's in the hospital. That will strengthen her muscles. So at the age of 35, when she is sneezing and walking at the same time, urine will not come out because there will not be stress incontinence. She will be able to hold her urine. It's important for her to know that these muscles are important for her to do it and to do Kegel exercises for her future. So after you've done it there will be a case scenario here. Remember, there's going to be a case scenario here, so please be prepared for that. Please be prepared for the case scenario. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because you're going to know it. And there are types of medications that you can stop her bleeding. And you can't just give it without the doctor's order. So in the case scenario, you're going to do SBAT and calling the doctor for things. Remember that you not only have to do that, you have to think about lab work. You need to think about fluids that you need to put in her. What kind of fluids? What is she bleeding? What kind of lab work she will have? All that stuff in the case scenario you have to do. And the 3 drugs that you give to stop bleeding. I need you to give me the names of 3 drugs that you need to give to stop bleeding. One is definitely Pitocin. What are the other 2 drugs? That is something you need to tell me, and you're going to find out from ATI and from your book. The other 2 drugs you give, and those 2 drugs have to be given not Pitocin, but those 2 drugs simultaneously on each thigh, together on each thigh, and they should be pad here in each thigh at the same time to stop her bleeding. Sometimes we put medications directly into her vaginal area, rectum, to stop this bleeding. But what is causing her bleeding? That is something you need to find out and tell me as we do the case scenario. So again, there will be a case scenario here. And you know already, I've given you a hint what kind of case scenario it will be. So be prepared. So that's a C-section. This is how you do it. That's a vaginal.